welcome to the first iteration of TBD. This is going to be the title for my podcast, and I want you all to know right now, we are located today in O'Leary Library. Now, you're going to hear a lot of talking in the background. I'm going to preface this for you guys right now to let you know we're going to be in spaces where you're going to hear a lot of people. You're going to hear people in the background, college life going on, buzzing, a lot of talking, a lot of laughing, a lot of fun, because in light of me doing this podcast and me talking with you guys, I want you to know that college life is always around me, and it's going to be always around people. Life in general is always around you. When you have a conversation just like we're having right now, you're going to have those times where you're not alone, but you are alone, you know? And I want you guys to know that, so that while I might be speaking with you about certain topics or about certain things, there might be some people in the background that you might hear. So take it in, understand that I'm a human being, they're human beings living their lives just like I am, and vice versa, But for our first iteration of TBD, I want to get to know you guys, or I want you guys to actually get to know me a little bit and understand where I'm coming from. My name is Elijah Bernardin. I am a senior taking a podcasting class with my wonderful professor, Tebow. He's a great guy. He's actually, helped me learn a lot so far about podcasting, and he's gotten me interested in wanting to do more podcasting and to start this one. In terms of why I chose this podcast or why I wanted to do this, I'd say it's a way for me to speak with you guys. It's a way for me to speak with new people. Hopefully we'll have some people on the show later down the line. Hopefully I can get some more iterations of this out there, but it's a way for me to kind of get my ideas out to you guys, and you guys can get a peek inside my brain at some of the things that I'm doing, and I feel like TBD kind of sums up my mindset, because there shouldn't be a set plan for any podcast episode. It should always be off the dome, off the rip. Anything that you kind of come to or that has prevalence in today or any day, and the next time I hit record should be the first thing that I start doing. And I feel like that's a wonderful idea and mindset to kind of keep going and kind of have a podcast, because I feel like podcasts, while they can be very methodical and planned out, and you have talking points, again, it's kind of like the way I think of therapy. It's kind of just a conversation or a way to have fun and hang out and talk and really just get to know people and get to know college life. So TBD will always be the name, and I want you guys to think of that as to be determined for what happens next, to be determined for what happens when you start listening, or just to be determined for what's on my mind and what's on you guys' mind. Anybody who listens to this, if you have ideas or topics that you want to speak about, you direct them to me or anybody, or if you want to get on the show and talk about something, direct that to me and let me know, and we'll definitely set something up, and I'll see if I can get you as a guest star on the show. I really do want to have people on here to speak with and talk with, and I want to kind of, shoot the shit with people, because I feel like it's good to get outside perspectives from a lot of different people. And I think a lot of different people have shared mindsets and also differing mindsets, and it's cool to see what people are really interested in. All in all, though, what else could we talk about today as something to kind of like close things out? College life. I'm gonna recirculate back to that. Being a senior in college has been an experience so far, and just being in college in general has definitely given me a lot of perspective and enlightenment in certain areas. It's helped me learn how to socialize a little bit better. It's helped me learn how to navigate being on my own and being an adult while also still being in school, taking care of myself and doing what needs to be done for all my classes, but also, understanding and knowing that I'm still around people every day, and this is how life is. Just as a job, just like a job takes its time, where you'll be on your own doing projects and work, but you'll also be socializing with some coworkers that you'll end up talking with for 1 or 2 days before you go back to not seeing anybody at all. And that's kind of how life is, and I feel like college helps get you set for that, but I think also just life in general gets you set for that. And life is just one big game, and college plays a huge part in that, and I feel like college has helped me a lot. And you know, again, you'll hear people in the back buzzing and talking, and I like that little ambiance for this podcast could give it some life, and we'll be in different spots, and I'll try to, you know, shout those out whenever we're starting a podcast or whenever we start up another episode, you know, let you know, because I'm going to try and be in different spots, different areas, maybe capture a different kind of ambiance vibe. Maybe we'll be in a spot where it's super duper quiet and it's just me and whoever I'm with, or just me talking. Maybe we'll be in a spot where it's super loud and we've got mad people all over the place. It's going to be a wonder, and I really hope that this podcast has a lot of fun for me and is a lot of fun for anybody else. And should you be interested, you know, stay tuned. And thanks for listening. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.